An effort to change the rules for who can host bingo games in the state of Missouri. It's a relatively obscure ballot issue coming up in November. Good evening. I'm Jennifer Abreu. Heather is off tonight. Now, while you might think the change would only affect a select few groups, our Colin Lingo was told adjusting who can host a bingo night could change the number of dollars received by charities.
Yeah, so back in 1980, when Missouri first legalized bingo, the state put a rule in place, and that's the rule that Amendment 4 is looking to change. Essentially, that rule requires members of any organization hosting a bingo night to have that member serve 2 years before it can help operate that bingo night. Now, if Amendment 4 is voted into law, the amount of time that member would have to serve would drop down to 6 months. We made our way here to Springfield's Bingo Emporium, where each night different organizations host bingo games. This is where we talked with guys from the heart of the Ozarks who explained if that time requirement does drop to 6 months, they'll be able to bring more members on to help, which will likely mean they can make more money on Thursday nights. And that's money they say they'll be able to donate to organizations like the Boys and Girls Club.
Way over 90% of the profits go to children's charities. There definitely is a difference in how much money we raise depending on how many people we have working each night. 2 years really makes it onerous to try to keep someone long enough that they can come and work bingo, despite the organizations that are trying to do good.
So also, according to Amendment 4, if it passes, it would remove any restrictions from advertising your bingo game, allowing organizations to do so. But when we spoke to some of the bingo organizers last night, they told us they can already spend a certain percentage of their budget on advertising, so they're not really that worried about that, or at least they're not as worried as they are about that membership time requirement. Colin Lingo, Ozarks First.
All right, thanks, Colin. And the vote is November 6th. The bingo question appears as Amendment 4 on the ballot. You'll also see 3 other constitutional amendments. One deals with campaign limits and gifts from lobbyists. 2 is a medical marijuana legalization issue that would impose a 4% tax on the sale. And Amendment 3 is a second marijuana issue that creates a 15% tax.